So we watched that fantastic match with Nikita and talked about a number of topics that really helped frame our conversation for today. So we're going to get right into it and discuss another new arrival to WCW, and that was none other than Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake had finished up with WWF at WrestleMania 8, losing his final match to none other than the Phenom, The Undertaker. And prior to Watts arriving to WCW, Jake had been negotiating a contract where he would actively wrestle, but more of his time would be dedicated to the creative side of the wrestling business. Arn, when did you first meet Jake Roberts?
It would have been, it would have been when I was wrestling. WWE would have been the first time.
Okay. I didn't know if you two crossed paths at all in Mid-South or no.
No, he was already gone before I got there. When he came back to work for WCW, that was a very brief stint, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't long. He wasn't there very long. He's here in 1992. He comes in, they put him right up against Sting, and I was more curious to think, hey, when did you first meet him? What were your first impressions of him, and how did you two get along with one another?
Well, I hated that snake.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
I'm not kidding you. Matter of fact, funny story, if you're somebody else, not funny to me, like our second or third TV, I'm back in the locker room, and I'm in the, whatever you would call it, I guess you just call it what it is, the shitter. And I hear some voices, just whispering in the background. And all of a sudden, I hear something. It was like something skidding, and they had thrown that big-ass 20-foot python underneath the shitter door, and that thing raised right up in my face.
Oh, give me a break.
No, sir. In one fell swoop, I was out of that shitter, over the top, and on the floor, and out of there. Yes.
That takes the phrase "scared the shit out of me" to a whole new meaning.
Yes. And it was one of the big ones that he had. I mean,
like a big boa constrictor.
It was like it was like 20 feet. It was some ridiculous. It was one of those, pythons. And
okay.
Man, I ain't kidding you. Right out over the top. I don't know how I even did it. Just terror, I guess.
Yeah.
So
fear is a strong motivator.
Yeah, I never really got to get him back for that one. That's probably a receipt somewhere.
Well, we got to see